What's up, guys? This is Mike Loris, and I'm here again with more Starseries Season 3. This time it's going to be Mouz Sports on the Radiant versus Skane's Elite on the Dire. Two very intense, aggressive teams, but I don't know. Mouz Sports, they kind of have a couple of stand-ins, so I don't know if they're still like as aggressive as they normally would be, but Skane's Elite, definitely I would say a pretty aggressive team coming out from them. Mouz Sports first picking up the Morphling, and there are some pretty high priority heroes in this game still. You can see Mouz Sports doing the smart thing versus the Elite, banning out the Wisp. TA is also banned out there, but Naga Siren's still in the pool. Morphling did get chosen first from Mouz Sports, so they do have the carry right off the bat, probably for Black to play. He is the hard carry player for Mouz Sports. Skane's Elite, they're going to first pick that Leshrac because he got through the pool. Such a versatile hero, really. But really, Leshrac, he has a huge early game presence. Lots of setup. Doesn't really need a whole bunch of experience or gold to do a lot of damage. The Edict does a lot of damage, even if it's a really low level. Skane's Elite, they're going to go with the Naga Siren because she got through. And they're probably, well, they could choose to run it as a hard carry, or they could really just use it as a setup and get a different hard carry. Although, either way, it'll set them up pretty well for the late game. But Leshrac, I mean, he's a hero that used to be played not at all. Like, a couple of versions ago, I don't really know, it was 6 point, I don't even know, maybe in the early 6.x days. Well, Leshrac was never really seen, but now, I mean, people realize that Edict is pretty good. And Split Earth combined with the net, I mean, that's a pretty much guaranteed hit on that spell. A lot of chain stun duration on top of that as well. So those are going to be the picks there. But really, it's not looking to be anything that exciting for either team. I mean, the only kind of weird thing is the Wisp ban, but against Skane's Elite, who really do favor that Wisp, it's kind of a necessity to ban out that hero versus them. But anyway, just looking out the window again, it hasn't rained yet, but it's getting there. Once again, if this is, I said it in the other video, not this one. So I am on the East Coast, and we're about to get slammed by Hurricane Sandy, the bitch. And hopefully I could keep power and internet, so I could just keep doing these while I stay inside and be dry. But I'm sure none of you actually care about that, because, well, I actually don't know where most of my viewership is. I know USA is one, I think, like number one, and then like Southeast Asia is another one. But I have no idea. There's a whole like analysis or analytics tab in YouTube that shows you that kind of stuff, like where your views are coming from. I'm sure it's very useful if you have like 10,000 subscribers or like, you know, hundreds of thousands of subscribers, stuff like that, and you want to like actually cater your material to them. But for this, I don't really care where you're from, because it's all good as long as you watch it and then, you know, subscribe and stuff like that. Mouz Sports, they're going to go for the Shadow Shaman Tidehunter, so gonna shore up their support weakness early. You can get those two heroes on their support. Who's going to play this? I don't know who. Well, Fada, Alex. Alex is going to be playing the Shadow Shaman most likely. I don't know. But Shadow Shaman is going to be the primary support, with Tidehunter doing the secondary support action. Going to get a little bit of AoE team fight to the team as well. And combine that with the Serpent Wards, Mouz Sports have a decent amount of team fight. Of course, against Skane's Elite with the Naga Siren ultimate, it sometimes could be hard to get a really good team fight off when you're up against that Song of the Siren. Mouz Sports will also have a fair amount of lockdown. Skane's Elite, their lockdown is pretty high as well. Net and Split Earth, they probably should get more. Okay, there you go. They're going to get a semi-carry in the CK. So gonna get even more stun. Really a classic Skane's Elite hero. I feel like they play it all the freaking time, and they're good at it too. So Mouz Sports, it's very smart from them, banning out that AA. First, why are you banning out that AA? Well, because AA will combo with Leshrac, with Naga Siren, and with CK. And it's really hard to dodge that shit, because a Chaos Bolt into a Cold Feet, you're pretty much gonna get stunned, especially when there's a Reality Rift on top of that. You're gonna get the frozen effect. A net with AA, that's a pretty much 100% disable as well. Leshrac is paired with AA in the sense of a tri-lane, so it's even more stunning duration. So Mouz Sports, a very smart ban from them. Combine that with the fact that AA is a really solid support hero in general, and Skane's Elite, they have the Leshrac support, but they do need someone else who kind of will mirror the Tidehunter in role. and it'll be that secondary support hero. Skane's Elite, they're going to ban out the Enigma, so really they don't want Mouse Sports to get a giant amount of team fight going. Of course, the Enigma does offer you a lot more than just team fight. He offers you a lot of golden experience for, well, for him, I guess, but it shows up in the gold graph, and it really is a large influence for the team because he's one of the fastest junglers. Mouse Sports, they're also going to ban out that Enchantress. Once again, just banning out these support heroes from Skane's Elite. Like, these heroes are heroes that alleviate pressure on your lanes, either by jungling or having a constant presence or pressuring back the opponents. And then, they'll buy the wards, they will fly the courier, get the smokes, and get the utility items, earn, and such like that. So Skane's Elite, they're going to need to shore up their lanes just a little bit. CK Leshrac is a very solid lane if they want to lane it as such, but really they need to pick up 2 ranged heroes because, I mean, Naga Siren is going to need protection to farm, and unless, like, Mouse Sports kind of derp up their laning, but I don't think that'll happen. So Naga Siren needs protection. CK could go with Leshrac, but really, I mean, they have 2 other lanes once that happens. So they're going to have to shore up their lanes right there. Last ban from Skane's Elite going to be that Windrunner denying. Well, both the Enigma and the Windrunner deny that hard lane to Mouse Sports. And who else is left? They could still go with the very, very stable Broodmother. Yeah, they could go with Broodmother. She's one of the best long lane heroes. Darkseer's out here, so Broodmother won't be that bad for Mouse Sports, I feel. Offered a little bit more damage. It's pretty difficult to shut down as well. But of course, they could probably save Broodmother till the last pick, because then Skane's Elite will, Skane's Elite will probably want to have a support, a counter to the Broodmother, something like a Sand King or something like that. Of course, you could get around that, like Sand King is just picked up because he does it so well. But if you have Sentry Wards and good pressure back, then you really don't need a dedicated hard counter to the Broodmother. They're going to go with a Shadow Demon, so they're going to go with more support. Now they really need someone to hold down some lanes, because they have a lot of support. I mean, they have a lot of gold that's going to be coming in, and it's not really going to be used all that well for the Mouse Sports side, so they need someone else to actually make use of that farm. Solo hero, well, they have a lot of lane flexibility, so the solos are really hard to account for, but I do believe they still need a long lane. Tidehunter can go down there, or up there, I guess, for the Radiant. He can do that, but he will not get much. He's probably just better off just going ahead and jungling. Skane's Elite, they're going to go with the Disruptor as a support hero, so there you go. A little bit more lane control presence over there. And also, on top of that, you have the Static Storm, very good against both the Tidehunter and the Morphling, because Tidehunter, when he wants to get a Ravage, he very clearly choreographs it. He, like, walks into position and he doesn't do anything. He doesn't actually move towards someone. He moves to the middle of people. And then you drop down that Static Storm and bam! Well, he's going to have to move a little bit more, and if there's a kinetic field in the way, well, then that's your opportunity to go ahead and kill the Tidehunter. So Disruptor, very solid support pick there. He also has a pretty good range, able to harass very easily. So Mouse Sports are probably going to run at least a Shadow... Okay. Anti-Mage on top of that, so Mouse Sports going for a very, very late game oriented build. I mean, Anti-Mage and Morphling typically are considered hard carries. Like, each of them are hard carries. Skane's Elite, Naga Siren, I mean, she is a hard carry, but CK, he could carry, but he's usually considered more of a semi-carry, more like TA than an Anti-Mage or Faceless Void. But Mouse Sports, they're heroes. I mean, they're just going to have to count on the Shadow Demon Tide and Shadow Shaman to lock down the early game so that Anti-Mage and Morphling can farm. Morphling can offer a little bit in the early game because of that waveform, because of that general mobility and survivability, but Anti-Mage not so much. So Skane's Elite, they're going to last pick up that Bounty Hunter, get that long lane going for them, try to get a little bit of ganks going on, protect the Naga Siren to farm up. But Mouse Sports, they chose a very greedy lineup as far as gold goes. They need a lot of gold in the Morphling, a lot of gold in the Anti-Mage if they want to be successful in this game. And it'll be the job of Skane's Elite to really lock them down, and, well, they have the lineup to do it. Leshrac, CK, Disruptor, even the Bounty Hunter, once he hits that level 6 mark, could get a lot of ganks off. And, well, if you combine the fact that Mini is going to be playing the Disruptor with that Glimpse, well, the Anti-Mage isn't going to be happy about that, Morphling isn't going to be happy about that, because their escapes are pretty much nullified once they get Glimpse back. But anyway, yeah, Mini is going to be playing the Disruptor, Region hard carrying on the Naga Siren, Pinoy on the CK, Wagamama playing that Bounty Hunter, probably bot lane, Fishbone supporting as the Leshrac. On the Mouse Sports side, we have Bambo playing the Tidehunter, Kuroki on the Shadow Demon, and when it's paused, I'm pretty sure Shadow Demon loses all his like smoky skull Ghost Rider kind of thing that he has going. Alright, so on the Morphling we have Feta. Alex is going to be playing the Shadow Shaman in black, of course, on his classic anti-mage. I want to see if Feta is anyone. Feta. Whoa, that is the worst picture I've ever seen. Holy shit. Who is this? Okay, it's just Feta. So, these guys very friendly, apparently. And I do like to play both of these teams. So, ultimately this game is going to come down to, can Black and Feta get the farm? If yes, then Skane's Elite are probably going to struggle. If Skane's Elite act with the intention of shutting down the anti-mage, shutting down Feta, or at least feeding off the 3 other heroes so that their CK and Naga Siren can get that much bigger, well then they'll be okay come late game, because Naga Siren, she's no slouch late game, and CK could do a lot of damage as well if it goes really tanky with those Phantasm illusions, going to smack some people down. In mouse sports, I mean, like, they do have a decent amount of AoE, but it's still going to be a little bit rough for them. And Shadow Demon, I mean, Shadow Demon, not only does he offer a little bit of aggressiveness early with the Disruption plus Soul Catcher combination setup, but later on, I mean, Naga Siren and CK, they're both illusion-based heroes, but what I mean by that is that Naga Siren, I mean, what do you get on the Naga Siren? You get, well, you could go for Radiance, Manta Style, Diffusal Blade, Butterfly, all those good agility or illusion boosting things that actually benefit your illusions, so you don't get flat damage on her. CK usually does go for strength items, goes more tanky, Vanguard, and then if he goes damage, then he'll go for like Armlet or, you know, or probably just Heart. Just go really tanky, and those are going to be turned against them when Kuroki gets a high level of disruption, which I'm sure he will be getting. And let's go over the lanes. We're going to have Black on this bot lane with Alex as support. Shadow Shaman, seen this so many times, and it looks like the bot lane is going to be no one. Wagamama's got to get down there. Okay, definitely had some restoratives pooled to him. But Bounty Hunter's probably gonna try to just leech experience, and he's not gonna get a whole lot done there, but he'll try to get as much as he can. Pinoy looks like he's gonna lane to the mid with Fishbone as support, so it's gonna be a 2-2-1 lane lineup from Skane's Elite. Mini gonna be supporting Region up top. What you doing there, Courier? Should probably not be there. Top lane is gonna be Bambo, so yeah, Tidehunter in the top lane. Very finicky hero there. Mid lane is also gonna be a dual lane of Kuroki and Feta, and looks like, yeah, so it's gonna be a whole bunch of dual lanes coming out from both these teams. What version do they think this is? One is not simply dual lane in Point Zone 4, but hey, we're going to have a 2v2 mid, and really, well, this is going to be very hard to evaluate who's going to have the upper hand here. I want to say Skane's Elite have a slight upper hand because of the stun and lockdown potential, whereas the Mouse Sport side has more burst. Because of disruption into curse into a waveform, that's a lot of damage. It's hard to avoid. But then again, Pinoy lands a Chaos Bolt, if Fishbone lands a Split Earth on 1 or even 2. Actually 2 would be really good, but that's still a lot of damage. Shadow Demon does have the defensive disruption, so he can use that to save either himself or the Morphling, but I mean, Skane's Elite, they have such an aggressive lineup right now that they could really choose who they want to go for, and then if they get disrupted, then they could just switch their minds and go for someone else. So I do feel like the action is going to be happening on this mid lane, possibly in the bottom if Bounty Hunter messes up with his Shadow Walk harassment. And top, I mean, Bambo, I'm assuming, is not going to be getting anything. So if he plays too far up, then, well, I mean, like, he's already getting some space. Mini is maintaining the lane instead of pressuring back to Tidehunter. So Tidehunter's getting a little bit for now. We do have Wagamam on the bot lane doing quite a bit of damage to Alex already. He only has 3 tangos, or 1 set of tangos. Shackle onto Wagamam, a blink forward from Black. And of course, in the meantime, First Blood does get drawn in the mid lane when I'm watching a gank on the bottom. Of course that would happen. Kuroki, I'm sure, yeah, disruption into a waveform, into right clicks, Fishbone. A very weak hero. So, apologies for that, I guess. But hey, I mean, I was watching this as Wagamama gets shackled again. Out of mana now, shocking 1 right click from Black. As Mouse Sports strike hard and strike early. Looks like they tried to go for Kuroki with a Chaos Bolt and Split Earth combo, but he did get that self-disruption off, so he will be safe. But Mouse Sports, they got 1 kill on, oh actually the Shadow Demon got it. So 1 kill on the Shadow Demon, 1 kill on the Anti-Mage. They're off to a pretty good start so far. And Wagamama did unfortunately drop the ball with his Shadow Walking. Didn't expect the Sentry Ward to be dropped. That did lead to his death. Unfortunately going for Black, and Black, he's a really good carry player. Okay. Alex got annihilated with double damage rune. So Bounty Hunter getting a revenge kill, a solo kill on a support. That's pretty much what you don't expect to happen on a lane like that. I mean, supports are usually pretty secure when the Bounty Hunter is soloing, but a double damage rune plus a Janata hit, that's a lot of pain right there. My apologies for missing these kills, but they're kind of happening at random. I mean, who would have expected that? I mean, yeah, I probably should be catching the kills, but that would mean I would have to be good at this, which I'm not. They could go for Pinoy right there. They do have the combo up. You can even see Disruption is getting priority on the Shadow Demon because they know that CK, his illusions hurt like hell. The top lane, see, whenever I look over here, like nothing happens. There we go, Disruption onto the CK. Split Earth not going to hit onto anything, and Pinoy does have a curse on him. He's taking quite a bit of damage. Edict is up on Fishbone as Alex is circling around. There's a Shackle onto Fishbone as the Courier might be a little bit dangerous. Fishbone is tanking up a whole bunch. He's going to get shocked to death. Kuroki is going to live at only 80 HP. Pinoy is going to be able to with the Shadow Shaman. 1 second stun. Won't be enough though, and a waveform through from Veda is going to get Mouse Sports 4 kills total in this game. The mid lane for Skane's Elite not working out. They did not expect the Shadow Shaman to be there. I wouldn't have expected the Shadow Shaman to be there, but still, even without that, the power coming out from the Shadow Demon Morphling combo seems to be more than the CK Leshrac combo. Granted, I'm pretty sure they'll get this burst damage thing will get weaker, so the Skane's Elite lane will have a little bit more of an edge later on, but that's not going to happen if they keep on getting killed like this. CK really needs a little bit more experience to get the Chaos Bolt to a high level, whereas Morphling, I mean, his waveform is pretty reliable. I mean, it does damage. And of course, Shadow Demon has a percentage-based scale. So the mid lane is working out very well for Mouse Sports. Not so much for the Skane's Elite side. Skane's Elite do have the top lane going for them, where the region is getting 100% free farm over Bambo. Bambo, I mean, he's level 4, so he's not doing too bad for himself, all things considered. He's actually getting something. I mean, he's basically managing pulls instead of managing harassment, which, I mean, they're both what you gotta do. You can't be everywhere at once. So the top lane, I mean, region is getting the farm, and that's the most important thing. Naga Siren is the one you need to get the farm. But this mid lane, I mean, this is not working out for Skane's Elite, and they're scared. I don't know if they should know that Alex is around here, so they shouldn't be too suicidal. Top lane, Bambo gonna get netted to the floor, but Mini is very weak. Gonna take a gush. Bambo on the hunt for this Disruptor kill. Just needs 2 more right clicks and he'll bring him down. Anchor Smash gonna bring him down to 8 HP, but Bambo unfortunately not fast enough to catch up to him. Region, does he have anything else? He has a net up right now. Will he use it though? Glimpsing back Bambo, and of course I missed another freaking kill as Bambo's just trying to juke out all of Skane's Elite, but he's gonna drop in the mid lane. However, Veda is gonna take a 1 second stun. Strength Morph will keep him alive. Split Earth going to miss, and Pinoy now very weak. Veda does not have mana to continue this chase though. I believe Wagamama just swooped in and picked off the Shadow Shaman, yeah. So Skane's Elite getting 2 picks, really what they need to have happen right now. And, well, Skane's Elite didn't expect Alex before. Mouse Sports definitely didn't expect Wagamama now. Now we have a haste, it's not a haste rune, a freaking regeneration rune. But CK, I mean, he's still not doing that well. 14 creep kills versus Veda's 17. But 102 on the Morphling, so he's getting a lot more. Bambo might be in a little bit of trouble once again. If Region gets a net, Bambo's going to be in trouble, but I'm pretty sure he knows what's up. He will not get caught out that easily. Level 6 has picked up on the Disruptor, so that's a very good level for the Disruptor to have. Get that Static Storm going, and early on it does a lot of damage. Usually, though, mostly used for the silence and positioning tool. Or, I guess, movement forcing tool, not exactly positioning. Fishbone on the spot lane. Looks like they might do a little bit of lane swapping, or Fishbone might just be holding down the fort over there. Black is farming 43 for 19. He's getting a lot more farm than Region is. Wow. I mean, well, I guess it's not that much more, but still. Black leading the way, and he did get the second blood, I guess? Yeah, he did get the second kill. So he is going to be a very large danger. Mouse Sports, so far, their carries are getting exactly what they need, and Skane's Elite, they need a couple more kills. Granted, it's only 7 minutes into the game, So they do have a lot of time before the Anti-Mage and Morphling really get going. But still, they really have to like step this up eventually. Probably once this this Bounty Hunter hits level 6. That'll be the time for them to go. Because at that time, CK, he'll have, I hope, level 5 by then. I don't know, CK doesn't have much experience, but Bounty Hunter will have the track, and the gangs from Skane's Elite will be that much more effective. They'll just buy time for Region to get that farm up, but still, I mean, right now, Mouse Sports should be decently ahead. Yeah, 1,000, and actually a little bit of experience advantage for Skane's Elite. Kind of surprised versus that. I think it's really just Wagamama's experience income versus Bambo's experience income. But I'm kind of surprised that would happen. Whatever. Experience is what it is. Not a huge advantage either way, so it should be fine. Let's see if Pinoy can get anything more than a 1-second stun. It is 1 to 3, so if he gets a 3-second stun on this Morphling, Morphling could be in a little bit dangerous. There's a 3-second stun, but an instant disruption from Kuroki. It's the support play from him, allowing for Feta to survive. Oh yeah. I just got a message from Skype. I don't know if you heard that, because I still haven't really tested it. And I always forget because it doesn't really matter all that much, but apparently because of Hurricane Sandy, I don't have class tomorrow. Whoopity frickin' do. That's amazing. That means more games to cast. I still have a paper due though, so I should probably still work on that. Alex is getting chased down by Wagamama, who's doing some pretty decent damage. That track minus armor really hurting that Shadow Shaman pretty hard, even though it's not the most armor swing. Every little bit counts when you have a very quick Bounty Hunter on your ass. Bottom lane Black continuing to farm, and I don't know how many times I've seen teams do this, like 4 or 5 times. They let Black farm, and you don't want to let Black farm, because he will kill you. It will be ugly, and you don't want it to happen. Region on the top lane forced to pop off his ultimate, sleep everyone, get away. In the mid lane, Veda took another stun, Reality Rift on him, but a waveform out is going to mean he's going to survive. Yeah, but I mean, every single time teams are like, oh yeah, Black, he's just going to farm, and we're not going to do anything about it. You really need to do something about it, because Black's anti-mage is scary, and you don't want to deal with that. Kuroki is going to get jumped by Wagamama Disruption onto Region. There's a Static Storm onto 2. Bambo needs to move out of the way. He doesn't have a Ravage, so he's probably not going to die if he wants to use it. Teleportation coming in. There's the Ravage onto 3. Region very low. Alex going to get a shock onto Waga and Region. But they're both going to get out. So, Skane's Elite pick up 1. Equalizing the score, actually. But still the farm on this Anti-Mage. With the Ring of Health plus a Poor Man Shield. I mean, he's just cutting the creeps like nobody's business. Like, this guy isn't Axe, but he sure is trying. Looks like someone is coming down. Fishbone, level 5 versus a level 8 Anti-Mage. Yeah, Anti-Mage could just jump the Leshrac and kick his ass. This tower is going to go down to the Anti-Mage. That's 1900 gold on him. This is going to be a 12-minute Battle Fury plus Power Treads on top of that. So very, very quick farm coming out from Black. And Skane's Elite, they're not putting anyone on this bot lane. Like, even from the beginning, Wagamama was around, but really he was the one harassing Alex. So Alex was the one kind of getting shafted by that rather than Anti-Mage. Oh, Disruption onto someone. I believe that's the Chaos Knight. Yes, Pinoy is going to take a Hex as well as a Waveform. He's going to drop. That wasn't even that exciting, but apparently I couldn't hold on to that cough. Sorry about that, guys. I actually don't know what it sounds like for me to move my mic around like that, so hopefully it's not too loud, but either way, sorry about that. Now Sports catching the CK out of position, getting a very easy gank there. Wagamama has returned to this bot lane, but still, I mean, Black is pretty darn fearsome right now. He's level 9, I believe that should be the highest level in the game. Region is not too far behind, but still, it's just to be really dangerous. There's a Static Storm, plus only a 1-second stun, though. Reality Rifting him back into the silence, glimpsing back into the silence, and Black is going to drop right now, unless he has time to blink. He's still alive. No, there he goes. CK with the last right click, picking up the Anti-Mage. That is exactly what Skane's Elite have to do. They need to kill the Anti-Mage. Unfortunately, Pinoy has gotten really freaking unlucky with these stuns. He needs level 7, so he could have a minimum 2-second stun. But, I mean, yeah, he hasn't had the best luck. Now they might look towards the mid lane. But they have to go for Kuroki, because if they go for the Morphling, he's just going to waveform out. There's a 4-second stun, but a Disruption instantly. This will allow Fishbone to chain off perfectly with Splitter. No, the waveform from Feta, dodges the split earth. Now Fishbone's taking a ton of damage from this Morphling. There he goes to the Demonic Purge. Shadow Demon does pick up that kill. Feta, you can take a track, plus another 3-second stun. Strength Morph will not save you from here. Reality Rift on the long range. Kuroki is trying to get away. Bambo, does he have a Ravage? No, in 2 seconds he does have the Ravage, though. This Ravage will kill off Pinoy. There he goes. Wagamama and Mini both stunned. Mini is trying to get a kill on Kuroki, but he does go down before that. Thunderstrike will, self-disruption, denying that Thunderstrike the kill. I don't think it would have killed him regardless, though. Actually, level 3 probably would have, but beautiful play by Kuroki. This guy is all over as far as the support goes. Disruptioning his allies. Ooh, 2-second stun onto Black. Split Earth to combo up, but I don't know. Black is really darn tanky at a very high level. He's just going to blink right on out of there. Reality Rift from the low ground, pulling the Anti-Mage back, but ultimately nothing comes out of that. But so far, MVP Kuroki, I gotta say, this guy's support play, supporting Feta, denying himself the disruption, demonic purging for kills. It's all the good stuff, man. It's all the good stuff that you get when you pick up a Shadow Demon. There's another 3-second stun onto Feta. Chain stun to follow, plus a Static Storm. Feta's not going anywhere. Kinetic Field plus a Reality Rift will hold him in here. Trying to waveform out. He can waveform out. There it goes. And Fishbone and Pinoy both taking up the tower, glimpsing back Feta, but this could be a mistake. There's a shock. Gonna kill off the CK. Fishbone gonna get hexed, plus a disruption. You are so freaking dead, Fishbone. Goodbye. Morphling with one more splash of water is going to pick up that kill. Skane is elite. Unfortunately, the Kinetic Field just barely missing the edge of the Static Storm, so Feta did have enough time to move out of the Static Storm and then waveform out. So I mean, Skane is elite. They're trying. I'll give them that. They're trying to make things happen. But Mouse Sports, they're just way too slippery. Mostly because of the Shadow Demon. Morphling, of course, the very superhero. 3 teleportations coming in. Here is the Song of the Siren. But what are they going to do to set up for this? I guess they can get a 2-man Split Earth, but no, they're not going to. So Alex is going to take Split Earth, plus a lot of Edict damage. Region going to go after Kuroki with the help of Wagamama. They should be able to bring him down. In the meantime, Leshrac does get dropped to the Tidehunter. Mini still doing a lot of damage with that Thunderstrike to the Shadow Demon. They do pick up him. So Mouse Sports do get 2 in exchange for the support Leshrac. Those are both the support heroes. So not the highest priority kills for them to have, but hey, kills are kills, and that could transition into a push into the mid lane. ZK does not have that Phantasm yet, so not a lot of bulk on the front lines, and Naga Siren Illusion's still very weak. And they're just going to suicide. Yay! Thunderstrike. Boom. I love Thunderstrike. This Disruptor is actually remarkably high level. I think that might be where Skane's leads an experience advantage is coming from. Bambo looking to make something happen. 10 seconds until the Ravage. There's a gush onto Region as they all fall back. This is just a mid lane bloodbath right here. But you know what? You know what's happening while this mid lane bloodbath is happening? Anti-Mage is getting farmed. And he almost has his Battle Fury, so a 14-minute Battle Fury. Not exactly, I was a little bit off, but I was close enough, I guess. So he's just going to be AFK farming the jungle, and Skane's Elite, they've had 5 on this bot lane, on this mid lane for the entire time, where Mouse Sports have been fighting with 4. And Mouse Sports have been at least keeping up with Skane's Elite. They're just making space for Black to farm. Morphling has been surprisingly involved in these fights. Usually Morphling isn't as involved. But he's getting some stuff out of this. 216, a lot of assist gold, but Skane's Elite, keep in mind the track gold is there. So they're going to have a lot more money coming in if they keep up with the kills. Net onto Bambo within tower range. He's going to get 2-second stun, but his self-destruction from Kuroki. The Static Storm is down. Bambo will probably go down this, trying to get into range. There's the Ravage. Can instantly take down 1 as he wants more. Everyone on Skane's Elite is very weak. Shuriken going to toss out. Going to kill that person. And Alex, 2-second stun. He's going to drop as well. Black has arrived into the fight. Mana Void going to pick up the Naga Siren. And now Pinoy going to be on the run. Chased down by 3 of Mao's heroes. He and Wagamama are the only ones left. Pinoy should be able to survive. Bottling going to give him a little more HP. Turn around for 3-second stun onto Black. Black does have maxed out Blink. They could still go for this. No, it's not going to happen. But Mouz, they do take the tower in exchange for a couple of their own heroes, but I do think they got the better of that engagement. Shadow Shaman destroy the tower. Leshrac, 1, 2, 1, 2. Actually, yeah, they did get a slightly better engagement there. Plus, Black was involved in that. He does now have his Battle Fury, plus a little bit more gold. He's going for something else. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, okay. He has a sword, now he's full Battle Fury. Okay. This is just ranking health, not a perseverance. So Anti-Mage is going to be farming up a Storm, and you saw he came in, just did a couple of right clicks, plus a Mana Void. Got 1 kill and did a whole lot of damage on top of that. Now Smoke from Skane's Elite. They're playing exactly like they should be. They want to get these Mouz heroes to die. They need kills on Black, and they're trying. But Black is just way too slippery, and unfortunately the Chain Stun's not working out for Skane's Elite. There's Black, and he does blink away. Unfortunately, oh, glimpse back. Where is it? There it is. There's a stun. 4-second stun? Yeah, 4-second stun, plus a Static Storm, plus a Kinetic Field. Black is not going anywhere anytime soon. reality rifting him back into that storm, as Black does take a fall. He didn't lose much though, because he already spent all of his gold. But still, that's 40 seconds where the anti-mage is not going to be farming. Skane's Elite, they need to do more stuff like that. I don't know if they got the track off on him, so I think they didn't. So that's a lot of gold that they could have had, but they didn't. But I mean, shit happens. Sometimes things don't go your way. Wagamama looking to harass Croaky and Alex. He did take a dust, so I guess good on him for drawing that out for nothing. Still a lot of heroes on the mid lane. Static Storm up in 40 seconds. Is the Ravage up 20 seconds until that happens. Region farming up the top lane, going for a Manta style. Region looks like he wants to try to get into the game as fast as he possibly can. Not going to save up a lot of gold for Radiance or anything like that. Just going to go straight for the damage. But Mouse Sports, I mean, Shock, the Ravage, the Battle Fury Cleave, those illusions are going to be thinned through really quickly, especially since they're only level 1. Teleportation coming up, it is Bambo with the Ravage, so they got to be careful. There's the Ravage onto 2. Gush to follow, but he doesn't have any follow-up. Region is going to pop her ultimate and teleport away. Peace out, says the Naga Siren. He's going to live. Fishbone and Minnie also going to live. The tower does get dropped by the Naga Siren. So that'll give her almost Manta style. Very close to that one. Needs about 500 gold until that item is up. But Anti-Mage, I mean, they have to keep killing this Anti-Mage, or at least kill other Mouz heroes. If they kill everyone else, then the Anti-Mage is going to have no supporting cast, and yeah, he'll do a lot of damage, but he won't do enough. Oh, Morphling stealing the haste rune. 4-second stun onto him, though. Pinoy is trying to make his way out of there. He should be able to survive. Skane's Elite, they should be a little bit behind. Yeah, Mouse Sports with the gold advantage, a slight experience advantage as well. And they do have the better late game, so that's not a good recipe if you are on the Skane's Elite region. He's going to get hexed up by Alex. Shackle to follow. Track onto Alex. Plus Static Storm onto 2. Croaky is going to get chain stun with Alex due to the split earth. They're both going to drop. There's the glimpse back. Bambo does not have a Ravage. Used it before, and he's going to drop as well to the Edict, it looks like. Track him. There's the track. Bonus gold for everyone. Yay! And Skane's Wagamama taking a double kill. In the meantime, in the bot lane, CK gets dropped soloed from Black. Mana Void, I guess, after right clicks. 3 for 1. I'm not sure if that was worth it. It is totally worth it if the Skane's Elite managed to take this top lane tower. But Black is still a huge problem for Skane's Elite. I mean, when Pinoy gets dropped from that, granted Pinoy is not having the best game, but still it's very problematic when your anti-mage gets solo kill onto the tankiest hero on your team. They really need a whole bunch more, but I mean, they got a really easy 3 kills on this top lane fight. Static Storms from Minnie have been spot on, plus a beautiful split earth from Fishbone. So they're getting the ganks off, and they are only 1 kill behind. Let's see how the towers are doing. They're missing 2 towers. They've picked up 1, so they're 1 tower behind. I do believe the farm should be still favoring Mouse Sports, which is, I mean, that's why the gold advantage is showing the way it does. What's going to Elite? They're hanging in there. They could be getting crushed right now, like snowballed under because of the anti-mage at the farm and, you know, Morphling and Ravage and stuff like that. But they're holding on. They're doing just fine right now. They're going to need to pour on the aggression a little bit more, I feel. But, I mean, they're pretty much doing that. Just they're having trouble executing it properly. Is there any gem? Dust? Sentry Wards is up. Sentry Wards only. But, I mean, they're trying for the smoke ganks, and they're trying to make things happen, which is exactly what they have to do. But now Region might be in a little bit of trouble. She does have the Song of the Siren, but not much mana. There goes the rest of her mana. She does have 14 charges on her stick, though, so she should be able to sleep her way out of this. There's the Song of the Siren, and she is going to just teleport right on out of there. Wasting a lot of the time from Mouse Sports, but this tower, oh, 3 HP until denial. You hate to see this kind of thing happen. It's just so painful to see. Wagamama is going to spot out everyone from Skane's Elite. If they drop down a random sentry, Wagamama could kiss his life goodbye. He's going to be stalking the Shadow Shot. Oh, there's the random sentry ward. Hex onto Wagamama. Another sentry ward will drop. Looks like they don't need it, though. Curse, Shackles. Wagamama is going to drop to the Tide Hunter, Bounty Hunter. Getting a little bit too over-aggressive. And Alex with the Star Sense right there. Dropping down a sentry ward, which is really a sentry ward that you don't see placed all that often. Like, what does it cover? Pretty much nothing. Who wards in these areas at this point in the game? But yeah, that's Star Sense right there. And they got themselves a Bounty Hunter kill. They're going to transition into a bot lane push. And do they have the Ravage? If they have the Ravage, they do have the Ravage. They do have the wards as well. So they could take down this tower very quickly. If Black picks this one up, then he'll be well on his way to his Manta style. Song of the Siren is down, or should be down. Yes, it is down for another minute. And this tower is going to get pushed extremely hard. Goodbye, tower. Fortification going to slow it down. Disruptor with the kinetic field. Going to hold out the fake CK. Plus tower shots. Oh no, the CK will die. What a tragedy. Tower still dropping lower and lower. Not quite dead yet. The wards are getting cleaned up pretty quickly. Track's going to fly out. Riptides as well. Alex is going to teleport himself out of there. And looks like everyone from Skane's Elite, they have arrived to this fight. But there is not going to be a fight because Mouse Sports do not want to push that aggressively. I mean, there's a difference between being aggressive and being suicidal. And I'm pretty sure that would have been suicidal. Wagmom has got to watch out because Tidehunter does have a gem. If he gets hexed, if he gets disrupted, he's going to be killed. Looks like Skane's Elite want to push down the mid lane. Split Earth to clear out the creeps, plus the Thunderstrike is on top of that. Plus the level 4 Edict. They should be able to take this down. Fortification going to slow them down once again as Mouse Sports heroes are moving in. Looks like it's the top lane that they want. Veda's got to be careful here. Pinoy is invisible. There's a 2-second stun plus an ensnare. If he's not taking that much damage though, Static Storm plus the kinetic field. Veda's not going anywhere anytime soon. Reality Rifting him back into the storm, and there goes that Morphling. Skane's Elite getting a very solid gank off there using the Static Storm, but hey, they got the kill. Morphling didn't slip away this time. Pinoy can teleport himself back to this bot lane, and the CK is really struggling. He's trying to be involved, but just not going well for him. He doesn't even have a drum yet. 23 minutes into the game. Only power treads to show for all of his efforts. But Regen is getting a lot. Diffusal Manta, that's the build I go, guys. I'm just saying. Well, actually, Tranquil Boots. I haven't gone Tranquil Boots Soul Ring on Naga Siren yet. I kind of want to try that. I feel like it's a good idea. I don't like the Arcane Boots build on her. I just don't feel like it is a smart thing to do. But this works. I like this. I like this a lot. But yeah, this is the old school Naga Siren build, at least old meaning before Riptide was in the game and you had crit on the Naga Siren. This is the build that everyone went because Naga Siren would just be able to dice people down because you got a lot of mirror images a lot earlier. So your illusions were that much stronger, that much quicker. But 16 to 15, Mouse Sports in a slight advantage, both as far as gold and experience are concerned. But still, Skane's Elite, they're fighting pretty hard to get back into this, but the problem for them is that even though the charts show, I mean, for all intents and purposes, it's a no advantage. The advantage is so slim that it's pretty much none. Even though it shows that, most of the gold and most of the experience is going on to the Anti-Mage. And that is exactly what Mouse Sports want. They want this Anti-Mage to get everything, and he is getting everything. His 200 creep kills 24 minutes into the game, pretty insane farm. That's at least 9 per minute, almost 10. Actually, 9 I think? Yeah, I don't know. They're going to spot out the Anti-Mage. Did they want to go for this? No, they didn't see him, actually. And even if they did go for it, they would have probably died. But Anti-Mage is farming up Storm. He's going to continue to get stronger and stronger. And, I mean, he's getting stronger faster than Pinoy is getting stronger. Morphling is going to go straight for the shotgun, so he's looking to be relevant with base values instead of scaling off with his regular attack damage. Regen and Pinoy, I don't know if they have enough carry potential to actually take down the Anti-Mage Morphling combo. Oh, okay, Static Storm plus a something second stun. They're going to bring down the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage right now has gone full offensive. That means he is still very, very soft. Only 1 point in Spell Shield for him. Static Storm dealing a ton of damage. Skane's Elite equalizing the kill score, getting the ganks off, exactly what they need to be doing right now. And it's so nice to see teams doing smart things like, hey, wait, Black is a dangerous guy. He is a really good carry player. We should probably kill him. And then they go ahead and kill him. It's beautiful to watch. So I don't have to be sitting here going, why are you guys not killing the freaking Anti-Mage? Or at least gank him or pressure him or something. Put wards in the jungle. Oh my god. Oh, not this time though. They're doing it right. Thank you, Skane's Elite. Mouse Sports Black, I mean, there's no way to really avoid that kind of thing. You could play a little bit cautiously, but as a carry, you're supposed to be, pushing out and farming the dangerous waves. I think I've read about this somewhere, some article or something, whereas like as a carry, you're supposed to be pushing the. I think Luminous said it actually. You're supposed to be pushing the aggressive lanes. Oh, Song and Siren going to catch Kuroki and Veda. I think a little bit too far away for Split Earth. It's going to be close though. If they could take down. Oh, these guys are just completely screwed. Kuroki. Self-destruction, hide. There's the wards being dropped down. Alex is going to take a 2-second stun, dropped immediately. Kuroki's going to get killed right after. And these wards are going to be fodder to be killed. Yum, yum, yum. Gold, gold, gold. 2 supports are dead. Skone's Elite could look to push down the tier 2 mid tower. Phantasm is still up, and you might as well use it. I mean, well, I guess now they're down. They don't last for all that long, but still, they're going to put some damage on this tower. The backdoor protection is up, but not for long. Edict's going to shred through this, plus the right clicks from Naga Siren, pretty substantial as well. Doesn't even need the illusions for this one. The tower does go down, and Skone's Elite, for the first time in this game, have taken a kill advantage. The towers are also in favor of them. So Mousesports, they're slipping a little bit, but Black is still such a deadly threat for the late stage of the game. Oh, ham sandwich, come on. There's a hurricane soon, and I still have power. That's because it's a hurricane soon, not a hurricane now. I really hope the hurricane doesn't knock out my power, because then what the fuck am I going to do? I could do work on my laptop, but why the hell would I do that? Because I have no class tomorrow. Haha. Unless my friend is lying to me, in which case, fuck you, if you're listening to this. Pinoy might be ganked. Huge smoke up, actually. Everyone, or essentially everyone from the Mousesports side, double force staff in. Croaky's going to land that Demonic Purge onto Pinoy. He is so freaking screwed right now. There's a Curse Shock, and he's going to drop Shotgun onto Wagamama. Not able to kill him, though. Not enough agility, as they do have a gem, though. Remember, Kinetic Field is going to slow down Fada. Glimpsing back Black. Glimpsing back Black. Nah. But Mousesports picking up one with Kuroki's Force Staff roller skates right there. You got, who else has a Force Staff? Probably the Shadow Shaman, yeah. Shadow Shaman Force Staffing Kuroki, Kuroki Force Staffing himself. They do pick off the Chaos Knight. They're going to try to take down this top lane tower. Everyone from Skone's Elite are here. There's a Song of the Siren, unable to save the tower though, but they are very clumped up for a Static Storm Kinetic Field. Is it going to happen? There's a Static Storm, but he gets Force Staffed out and right back in. The Tidehunter goes down. Beta is going to try to do what he can. Shotgunning down Fishbone, not going to be enough though. Black is trying to go for Mini as Kuroki slowing down someone in there. Mini is still in a little bit of danger. Pinoy going to go straight for that Shadow Demon. In the meantime, Region trying to go toe-to-toe with Alex and Beta. Not going to happen though. The Naga Siren does get dropped, but she does have the Aegis. Black very low on HP, and Kuroki Beta still alive. Pinoy going to turn around for a 4-second stun onto Kuroki. He's going to get dropped. Huge crits coming out from the entirety of Skone's Elite, and Beta hiding in the trees. Probably going to get away from this one. And looks like Skone's Elite, wow, that was some fight for them. And huge miscommunication from the Tidehunter. I don't know if Skone's Elite have any Force Staffs. I don't think they do, so that was all Mousesports doing. You saw what happened. He got Force Staffed into position. No, he was Static Stormed, Force Staffed out, turned around, and then Force Staffed right back into the storm. So I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was a Shadow Shaman who did that. I don't know if it was Kuroki who did that. But either way, shame on you. You just gave Skone's Elite that fight, and Mousesports, I'm sure they're kicking themselves. I'm sure one of them thinks that it was them. Like, Alex thinks it was him, and Kuroki thinks it was him. But they both don't know who it actually is. But anyway, I think I'm going to have to put both of them in the box of shame for that one, because that fight was as good as theirs, but the Tidehunter just could not get that Ravage off. If the Ravage was off, they would have cleaned house. Everyone from Skone's Elite would have died. I'm like 50% sure. That's not very sure at all. I'm like 85% sure about that. But miscommunication, guys, it kills. It really does kill. This Disruptor is so stacked right now. Oh my god. He has a Mech Arcane Boots plus an Ultimate Orb. Seriously? He's going to get a Hex? I mean, yeah, Hex is an amazing item on Disruptor, but when you're supporting on a Disruptor, really, I mean, you're going to get that much gold? I think he has just as much as Naga Siren. Not really. But he's still doing pretty well for himself. He's at the top as far as support heroes go. So he's like the king of the ants. Looks like Bounty Hunter did pick up the gem. But Tidehunter, yeah, he died and lost the gem. So Wagamama is now moving around with True Sight and Mousesports. They're going to have to go back to Dust and Sentries. They do have 3 Sentries, and that's it. Skone's Elite with the 4-kill advantage, as well as a 1-tower advantage. Yeah, 1-tower advantage. So now they have taken the lead in this game. Pinoy is still running on just like no items at all, showing the flat values of CK. They're pretty freaking dangerous. He has decent stat growth. He has a lot of agility actually for the type of hero that he is. Plus the crits, plus the Phantasm. I mean, he really only is working off of treads and drums 30 minutes into the game, so that's not much at all. But still, 4-second stuns. I'm pretty sure 4-second stuns are effective no matter what stage of the game you're in. I'm pretty sure they're good. Fortification, hoping to block off this push a little bit. And everyone from Mousesports, except for Black, They are here to possibly defend this. They do have the Ravage, plus 2 Force Staffs, and a Blink Dagger, so I guess Bambo is like, apparently I can't rely on you guys to Force Staff me into Ravage, so I'm just gonna do it myself, get a Blink Dagger. Tier 2 on the bottom lane does go down as Region can teleport up there. Oh, goodbye to your mana, sir. Well, you want mana? That's not gonna happen. The Region does have a Heart of Tarask, plus the Diffusal Blade, plus the Manta Style, so this Naga Siren is gonna get going pretty quickly. Pop off the illusions, and those illusions aren't gonna die anytime soon. And then you have the mana burn going, you have them with like 1,000,000 HP, decent armor as well. Naga Siren, she's looking to scale up. She has still 2 more item slots left. Get rid of that soul ring or something, I don't know. Maybe get a halberd or something like that, I don't know. Morphling is doing decently. I feel like Feta should be doing a lot more, but I mean he has more than Pinoy. Gold per minute for the Morphling is a little bit more than the CK, but I still feel like the CK is offering more to the fights because of how he's playing it out. Black might be in a little trouble with Wagamama as well as Pinoy converging onto him, but they've got to spot out that there are more people here, and that is going to be them falling back. Smoke right behind that. Bambo, Alex still invisible there. As everyone from Mouse Sports, they're pushing down this mid lane, trying to force Skane's Elite back into this position. They do still have Ravage, but everything on Skane's Elite is up as well. Naga Siren kind of low on mana, healing up. Now let's see if they're going to use the Song of the Siren to initiate or not. Pinoy going to take a shotgun, drop down to half HP. That's definitely not what you want to have happen. He does have Earn, Charge, Bottle, everything. He can take a Curse, but that Curse isn't going to be doing anything. And everyone from Mouse Sports looks like they are falling back. Roshan, not yet up. That's probably going to be a high objective later on. Wards being dropped, and Kuroki is the last one out. He's going to take a track, which should be fine. Spells flying, clearing out the creep wave, so I do believe the next fight will be Skane's Elite converging onto Mouse Sports. They do have vision onto Kuroki as well as Alex. And the illusions from Region are just spreading out everywhere, but it looks like Skane's Elite do not want to push this. Mouse Sports, how is their farm going? Anti-Mage has picked himself up a BKB, but I don't really think it's the spell damage that's really... Oh, Kuroki, what are you doing there, son? Goodbye. Goodbye, Shadow Demon. It was nice knowing ye. So, getting more picks. Skane's Elite, extending their viable game time quite a bit. Region, what is going to be your next item? A butterfly would be huge. Of course, she would like to use all of her Diffusal Blade charges before she upgrades that. But a butterfly to replace the Soul Ring, or hell, even an Eye of Scotty. I know it doesn't work on your illusions. I don't know if it works with this anymore. It used to not work at all, I think, but probably not a good choice regardless. But Region has a lot of flexibility in her builds. Chaos Knight gonna go for an army of his own. He's gonna have giant amounts of critting CKs all over the place once he gets that Manta Style. I'm assuming it's Manta Style. If he goes for a Sanjin Yasha, I'd be surprised. But a Manta Style plus Phantasm, that's a lot of illusions, and those illusions all are going to be carried through with you with using that Reality Rift, not to mention the extra strength that they get from the Armlet. So, Skane's Elite, they're looking to just completely swamp Mouse Sports in illusions. They do have decent AoE though. I mean, Shadow Demon is not the best AoE support hero. I mean, there's Venomancer, Crystal Maiden, Lina, all those good ones. So it's he's not going to offer that much as far as creep clearing goes, but Tidehunter could do well with the Ravage. Anti-Mage does have that Battle Fury, Morphling with Waveform as well. Black is going to take a net to the floor. Going to get disrupted though. Good Fishbone. No, he's not going to land it. Bambo going to get silenced, but he's going to get that huge Ravage off anyway. Mini's going to drop first. Black going to go strong onto Wagwan, but he does go invisible. There's the Armlet being popped up by Pinoy. He does have a lot of illusions up, but he gets annihilated. All his illusions disappear, and everyone from Skane's Elite now on the run. Mouse Sports, this is the fight that they needed. That initiation with the Tidehunter, now Region on the run. Heart of Tarask regeneration will probably keep him alive. But Mouse Sports with a beautiful gank, putting the Morphling out to dry, took a stun. And, well then disruption once again from Kuroki. Support master right here. At least Shadow Demon in this game. As Mouse Sports take a very, very easy fight. Static Storm, unfortunately, was not enough to keep Bambo from unleashing that Ravage, which hit pretty much everyone. And the rest was history. Mouse Sports do take that tower. There's still 2 kills behind. The experience is still technically in the Skone's Elite's hands, but I mean, even though that is the case, as I said before, Black's damage, I mean, all the distribution is favoring Mouse Sports.
Illusion.
Mouse Sports going to try to go for Roshan, bring it down to about half HP. And everyone from Skone's Elite, they know about this. They're going to take that out. Wagamama did not die, so he does still have that gem. Looks like Mouse Sports, Skone's Elite, I'm sorry, they're going to try to go for Roshan. And Mouse Sports, they got to go and defend this, because if you give up the Aegis, guys, well, I guess they want Skone's Elite to have the Aegis. Nagasama now does have a double life. That was the second Aegis instant smoke up from them. They're not going to find anyone here because everyone from Mouse Sports is on the top lane. They do still have a 40-second window where the Ravage is not up. All the big ultimates from Skone's Elite should be up. 30 seconds to the CKs. They're going to wait until someone comes down here. It looks like it's going to be Alex, but I'm sure he smells something. He's not going to go down here. If he does, he's going to die. Come on, Shadow Shaman. Come on, Shadow Shaman. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's the track and a net. 4-staff out. Double 4-staff out, but a Reality Rift plus a glimpse. And, oh, actually Disruption. Once again, Kuroki does it. Wow. Wow. That was pretty cool. Demonic Purge onto Mini as tracks are starting to fly. Static Storm onto nothing. Oh no, this has got to be their retreat right now. If they don't retreat, they will not win a future fight. They do still have the bigger spell, but they need that silence. Skone's Elite, yes, they are going to fall back. But sometimes shit happens. I mean, those anti-mage illusions look a lot like the anti-mage, so maybe they thought that they were going to get lucky with that. Luckily for them, the cooldown for Static Storm isn't the longest, just a minute before it is up again, so they're just going to defend. And Mouse Sports, let's see if they want to capitalize on this. The Ravage is up for them, so they could try to pressure Skone's Elite for that mistake, but it looks like they're going to be just fine farming. I mean, why shouldn't they be? Black is almost level 25. Oh, double damage. This might be their chance to go in. Double damage on an anti-mage. You never want to deal with that shit. What the ass? Bounty Hunter getting a Scythe of Eyes. I haven't ever seen this before, ever. But it kind of makes sense. I mean, Disruptor's had his farm kind of stop. Bounty Hunter's still getting gold. He's surviving the fights. He's getting the track bonus gold. So why not just have him get the Scythe of Eyes? Because you need a Scythe of Eyes. This Anti-Mage and Morphling combination is going to kick your ass. Of course, with the BKB on the Anti-Mage, with Manta Style on the Morphling, it's going to be hard to actually find someone, let alone hex them. Wagamama is going to have to be very good about that. But it looks like it's going to be the top lane. The last tier 2 tower for Skone's Elite that Mouz wants to target down. Mirror Illusion is going to pop off. Thunderstrike, clear out the creep wave and region. And spread those out and try to bring down this anti-mage illusion. This anti-mage illusion. Wow, this replicate is doing a ton of damage to this tower, even dodging the split earth. There's a net onto Black, losing a little bit of mana, but he should be fine for this. He has a lot of regeneration. This fight, they need to have that Static Storm. Static Storm is now up. Disruption onto the anti-mage replicate. They're going to have a ton of illusions flying out. There's a Static Storm catching Black. No, the tower does go down to the Shadow Demon's illusions. And Skone's Elite, I mean, they didn't die. They didn't lose anything except for the tower. So they still could take a fight right here. They have everything up, but then again, so do Mouse Sports. So the name of the game is this Tidehunter's Ravage. This Ravage will make or break Mouse Sports' fight. Mouse Sports' fight? Of course, Black, I mean, it's pretty easy to single target down people as the anti-mage and Morphling. Unless they miscommunicate and shotgun down someone that Black blinks upon, that'll cost them a little bit. But Skone's Elite, their big spell is that Static Storm. They need to use that silence to take down that Tidehunter. With the 2 4-staffs on the Mouse Sports side, though, it's going to be a little bit dangerous. Because as we saw before, I mean, the only time that actually happened was in this top lane when there was miscommunication. But that won't happen again, I'm pretty sure. Skone's Elite, it's all on Mini, whereas Mouse Sports, it's all on Bamboo. Looks like they're going to keep pushing out the top lane. Disruption onto the replicate once again, making a ton of anti-mages. Illusions versus illusions. This game is going to get pretty wild, but these anti-mages are going to get brought down relatively quickly. This replica is going to drop as well, so Morphling is going to have another minute before he is with that. But replicating that anti-mage Does come with a mana burn, does come with a butterfly. So it is very, very hard to bring down. Plus, does a lot of damage as well. Skane's Elite have defended, but now we're going to push the 41-minute mark. Let's take another look at the gold experience graph. Look at that. That is the hallmark of a good game. Almost a 0 advantage for either team. I do still feel like the Mouz have the momentum, though, as they have 2 hard carries. Skane's Elite, their Chaos Knight is trying to build up a man style, but he is a long way off until that. And Region is stacked, yes, but I don't think he's stacked enough to deal with this anti-mage. They really need to burst down this anti-mage first. It's really good that Skane's Elite did manage to pick up that Aegis, because, I mean, I don't think they could use it all that effectively. But if anti-mage got it, that would have been GG. This game would have been over already if anti-mage had a second life. They would have just suicided him in, do as much damage as he can, and then just come back and kill everything. More Manta-style illusions, more replicates, more disruption illusions, and this tower is taking a ton of damage. They don't last that long. Kill the illusions. Kill them all. Slow siege. Skane's Elite, they gotta make something happen, or else this tower is gonna go down. Then, I mean, Mousesports, they're farming the jungle. They're sending in illusions. They have all friggin' day. I guess they're just gonna clear off the mid lane first, but Black is more than capable of doing that. The Butterfly plus a Battle Fury, these creep waves are going to evaporate. Skane's Elite, they're looking to go on the offensive, but still, I mean, I don't know if they have enough. Naga Siren's a pretty good hard carry, but against an anti-mage plus a Morphling, I don't think she could do it. She needs more help. She needs to get a lucky pick off if she's going to take a good fight, or at least a decent hex from Wagamama. But we'll see. Mousesports could get careless. They could drop a hero or something like that. But, I don't know. Ghost Scepter on the Tidehunter means he can pretty much just wait out the Static Storm. He'll do a lot more damage to him, yes, but he will survive to get that Ravage off, and really that's all you need from the Tidehunter at this point. Double damage rune picked up from Wagamama, so this could be an opening for them. Although the Bounty Hunter hasn't been building damage. He was going to go for BKB, but changed his mind, went for the Hex. Pinoy just continuing to farm. He wants that Manta style, or at least buyback. And I don't know if he's going to get either of them. What the hell were those effects right there? Both teams farm it up.
Regeneration.
Creep wave going to get demolished once again. Mousesports, I mean, they have all the time in the world. Morphling doesn't have all that much. For 45 minutes in the game, Manta style Ethereal Blade, I've seen better farm. But that is kind of a good thing for Mousesports, because they're holding the fort down with the Morphling who is not super stacked. They're going to get a Morphling that's super stacked later on in the game. That is great for them. Wow, Black's farm is outrageous. This guy, I feel like people should give him a lot more credit. Like, yeah, Burning's great, but Black is also pretty darn good. Almost 500 CS, 45 minutes into the game. Freaking insane. He now has a Heart of Tarask. He's pretty much topped out. I guess he could keep rebuying his Black King bar, but that's about it. Anti-Mage is a terror at this point. With more than 10 creeps a minute, yeah, that'll do it for you. Let's see how many Region has. He doesn't even have 10 per minute. I mean, come on. 10 per minute? That's no big deal. At least for Black. Not to mention that everything that he gets is replicated by, well, the replicate, and then illusions, and then Manta style, and then the siege continues. So Mousesports just did a little bit of tending to their lanes, going to take down this tier 3 tower in no time at all, because these illusions are freaking OP. They can't even kill them fast enough. This tower is going to drop to the Naga Siren, actually. So I guess that is a little bit of a good thing going for Skane's Elite, but really they don't need gold, Mousesports. I mean, Black sure as hell doesn't need gold. I'm sure everyone else would like it, but that's about it. Glimpse? Glimpse is a pretty large range. If they catch Black, he could die right now. They're looking for him. They're trying to get the Glimpse on. Oh, also Hex is up on the Disruptor, but oh, there's a drum. There's the net onto Black. Black, this is a horrible position for you to be in. What is a stun? No, it's not a stun. BKB pops off from the anti-mage. He's just going to go straight for Fishbone. Huge hits there. There's a Ravage from Bambo. Mini is going to drop. Fishbone is going to drop right after, and Black is sitting in the middle of everything, just doing the damage. Illusions are popped off for all from Skane's Elite, but I don't even know what's happening because there's too many freaking units on the board. Bambo's going to pop his Ghost after getting him get away. Pinoy taking a lot of damage as the Silent Siren does go out, but Skane's Elite, they've lost 3 in exchange for only 1. Naga Siren just trying to make her way out of there, together with Pinoy, who's still alive, but I do feel like this is going to be the game right here. Black very, very healthy. That BKB just doing work for him. Heart plus evasion. Yeah, it's good luck breaking through that. He's just going to right-click the Rax's net or no net. Region's going to try to send some illusions to the front line, but Black at this point is just simply too powerful. Purge is on him, and well, I guess something is getting disrupted. More anti-mages. Yay. I'm sure Skane's Elite will be excited to see that. The hell, Courier? Courier is having a little bit of a meet and greet. Top lane does get demolished. Mid lane is next to follow. Skane's Elite, what could they do? What could they do? Look at these illusions. There's a ton of them. How the hell are you supposed to deal with that? They're trying to bring down an anti-mage illusion, and it's not working. Skane's Elite, they just dropped 3 Raxes, and Mouse Sports, they're in prime condition to win this game because of Black's time farming. I'm giving Black a lot of credit, but also keep in mind that I still believe Croaky, MVP, so much defensive play. Bambo, actually no, Croaky, you lost your MVP status when you force-staffed the Bambo back into the Static Storm. So never mind. But still, Mouse Sports, I mean, everyone's playing their role. Everything that they did was to get Black enough space, enough time to get that much farm. That was even with Skane's Elite going very aggressive onto that anti-mage. They're going to take another set of Roshan as well as a cheese. Bounty Hunter now is double life. So they're not out of it yet, but they have a giant creep wave in their base that they got to deal with. Plus a stacked as hell anti-mage that is going to reveal off their smoke. They take off this anti-mage, that could be their ticket to victory. Top racks or no top racks, but I still don't like their odds. There's the Hex onto Black, Static Storm to follow. Where's the Connect Field? There's Reality Rift, actually, 2-second stun, but he's not taking any damage. Look how tanky this guy is. There's the disruption from Kuroki. Alex dropped down his wards, and Black still in the middle of everything. Gonna pop up his BKB, gonna go straight for Fishbone. There goes Fishbone. No, not yet. Bambo gonna come in with the 3-man Ravage. There goes 1, there goes 2, and Region in the middle of everything. He does have a heart of Tarrasque, but you know what? You're not invulnerable. There goes another. Wagmama respawns, but his health pool just gets annihilated. Pinoy's still alive, takes down Alex, but I feel like that's a little bit too little, too late. Gonna try to Reality Rift onto Black, but Pinoy, he's just gonna have a final stand, and everyone from Skane's Elite is down. I do believe that's the game. Yes, it is. GG is called from Skane's Elite. A valiant attempt from them. Really tight game where, I mean, they did everything that they were supposed to, but it just wasn't enough. They didn't do it correctly. They ran into some problems, and Black got way too frickin' farmed. Do not let Black get farmed. I dare say Black is one of the best, if not the best, hard carry players. I'd say one of the best. He's definitely not the best. He's definitely one of the best, though. Black's farm, out of this world, insanity farm. That's going to be it, guys. Mouse Sports with a double hard carry strategy. Do take this one over Skane's Elite from Starseries Season 3. If I still have power, if I still have internet, well then I will try to deliver more games. GG, guys.